Hello again. Welcome to class number 814, Expressions. This book is incredible. This is a very, very good book. 1,000 mil expresiones, será posible. 1,000 expressions. However, some of them are very British. Some of them I've never heard in my life. And I speak to Ximena, con X. I say, Ximena, ¿qué significa eso? She says, you never heard that? No. Oh. In England, we say this every day. I said, really? Okay. Expression, I'm on page 36. Expression number, Dios mío, no lo veo. Bueno, la segunda expresión de la página, 86. I think looking at these lights, then when I look at it's more difficult. ¿Qué pasa? It's this. Creo que 136, but I'm not sure. To beat someone black and blue. I'm going to beat you. To beat means golpear. I'm hitting the table. Ahora, si es una persona, I'm beating the person. Pobre persona, I'm beating them. Yeah. Now, to beat up is tumbarle, zurrándole con los puños. ¡Pam, pam, pam, pam! Beat up. Y dicen, oh, Richard, se te ve muy, you look beat up. Yeah, beat up. Now, to beat somebody black and blue, to beat someone black and blue, has to get moratones negros y azules, o sea, black and blue, o sea, moratones, vamos. Cardenales y moratones, ¿no? Which do you say, cardenal or moratón? Or is that the same? Well, cardenal también es religioso. Okay. All right. I suppose we say cardinal. You have a priest, es el cura, el sacerdote, párroco. The parish priest. Then we have the bishop, archbishop, cardinal, and the pope. So if the cardinal has a cardinal, I suppose he'd say moratón. No tengo un cardenal, I imagine. El cardenal no dice eso. All right, black and blue. To beat somebody black and blue. And then, el siguiente es casi igual. To beat the living daylights. Me encanta esta expresión. Eso sí es americana también. To beat the living daylights out of somebody. Te voy a cerrar vivo y quedarás muerto. Te voy a dar una paliza. I'm going to beat the living daylights. Voy a sacar de ti la luz solar viviente. Daylight is luz del día. Daylight. Daylight savings time. Daylight. Ahora en plural, I'm going to beat the daylights out of you. Hasta mi madre decía mucho daylights. The living daylights. Los vivientes luces diurnas. But my mother didn't hit people, but scared the devil. Me asustó. Me sacó la viviente luz del día de mi cuerpo de tanto susto. They scared you scared the living daylights out of me. Out of me. You scared the living daylights out of me. All right. A person walks up, oh, no, Richard, you scared the living daylights out of me. Yeah. So, I love the expression because my mother used it all the time. The living daylights, toma. Yes, the living daylights. Yeah, I love that expression, pero no para zurrarle a alguien con una paliza. All right, no. Okay, agotado. Beat. Estamos con beat. I'm beat. Wow. It's interesting. I'm tired. Estoy cansado. I'm tired. I'm beat. Es más todavía. I'm beat. I'm feeling beat. I'm really beat. Dead tired. Muerto cansado, se dice. Dead tired. Dog tired. Perro cansado. Dog tired. Exhausted. Estoy exhausto. Exhausted. O sea, agotado. Knackered. Con K muda. Knackered is very British. In fact, Americans don't know the word knackered. What does knackered mean? Yeah. I'm ready to drop. Estoy listo para caer de bruces. I'm ready to drop. Shattered. Se hecho añicos. Estoy hecho añicos. I'm shattered. I'm shot. Estoy disparado. I'm shot. I'm spent. Estoy gastado. I'm whacked. Wiped out. Worn out. Worn out se usa mucho. El último que viene aquí. Worn out es como desgastado. El desgaste de cualquier material. Worn out. De aquí diría beat, dead tired, exhausted, and worn out. Those are the four that I use personally. Okay, the others I don't use, but I hear other people use them. Interesting. Yeah. To beat a dead horse. Yeah, golpear o flagelar o dar palizas a un caballo ya muerto. Okay. Que no vale para nada. Pedirle peras al olmo. Yeah. It's a futile. It's a futile exercise. To beat a dead horse, to flog. Flog is con látigo o parecido. Fusta. To flog a dead horse. To beat a dead horse. And finally, one more, the bee's knees. Wow, eso es muy inglés también. But I have some British friends. The bee's knees, las rodillas de la abeja. La abeja tiene rodillas. The bee's knees. Eso es el no va más. Wow, es la pera. Wow, that's the bee's knees. Wow. Yeah, aquí dice, creerse el rey del mambo o la reina del mambo. Yeah, él cree que es las rodillas de la abeja. He thinks he's the bee's knees. Yeah. Yeah. La nueva instalación deportiva es lo más. The new sports facility is the bee's knees. Wow. Yeah. Desde que le dieron el ascenso, se cree el rey del mambo. Okay. Since he got the promotion, he thinks he's the bee's knees. Yo soy las rodillas de la abeja. Okay. Strange expression. The great languages like Spanish, English, French, they have very interesting expressions. Okay, we'll come back another day with these expressions. But let's go on. Translation booklet. Translation booklet. Slowly but surely, we're moving closer and closer to the end. But there's still quite a few. But there are still quite a few lists left. Pero todavía quedan. There's still quite a few lists left. Quedan bastantes. El ciego me llevó al kiosco. Wow. De prensa se entiende. The blind man took me to the newsstand. To take. Te llevo. The blind man took me to the newsstand. El stand de noticias, newsstand, todo junto. Los británicos a veces dicen news agent o mucho, pero kioscos están en fase de desaparición. There are fewer newsstands now than 30 years ago. In 2006, I remember, 2007, there were, porque tuvimos ese coleccionable, ¿te acuerdas? In 2007, there were 110,000 kiosks or newsstands in Spain. 110,000. Ahora ni 60,000. They're closing. People don't buy newspapers. Now the newsstand is not really for newspapers, it's una librería. You understand? It's a bookstore. Everything. Okay. So, el ciego me llevó al kiosco. The blind man took me to the newsstand. Le pregunté si quería que le comprara una revista. I asked him, Aston Martin asked him. Yo me como la K. Lo he hecho muchas veces. Asked him, hasta me cuesta a mí. I asked him, le pregunté si quería que le comprara una revista. I asked him if he wanted me to buy him a newspaper, a magazine. I asked him if he wanted me. Esta frase tiene tela. I asked him if he wanted me to buy him, him, I asked him if he wanted me to buy him a magazine. Okay? I asked him, también en español para uno que aprende castellano. Le pregunté que si quería que le comprase una revista. I asked him if he wanted me to buy him a magazine. Él me recordó que era ciego. He reminded me that he was blind. He reminded me. Excuse me, but don't you remember? Don't you? Carmenchu, don't you remember I'm blind? A magazine? No, thank you. Well, if it has Braille, yes. Braille, yes. I asked him if he wanted me to buy him a newspaper, and he reminded me. Cuando recuerdes a alguien, para que si alguien no se olvide, is to remind. He reminded me that he was blind. Okay. Deja de molestarme. ¿Vale? Stop bothering me. Quit bothering me. Stop bothering me. Bother. To bother. To bother. Bother. Recuerda. No molestes a mi padre. Don't bother my father. Okay? Don't bother my father. No ahogues a mi madre. Don't smother my mother. Curioso. Father. Bother es con O-T-H. Father es con A-T-H. Pero suenan igual. No molestes a mi padre. Don't bother my father. Don't bother my father. Y no me molestes. Don't bother me. No me moleste mosquito. You remember? Just let me eat my burrito. All right. This was de Los Doors. Yeah, Jim Morrison. Don't bother me. All right. Also, there's a song by George Harrison. The first song written by George Harrison in the life of the Beatles was Don't Bother Me. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. All right. Yo no entendía ni una palabra. I didn't understand a single word. La palabra single es después de, antes que double. Double es doble. Single es, no doble, simple. Single. Pero se usa mucho en ni una sola vez. No entendí ni una sola palabra. We say, I didn't understand a single word. So en inglés decimos, no entendí una sola palabra. El ni no entra aquí en inglés. I didn't understand a single word. No hice ni una sola cosa. I didn't do a single thing. No me dieron ni un solo, no sé qué. Pedía pechuga de pollo y me trajeron pata. Ni una sola pechuga. No quedaba ni una sola pechuga de pollo. Yeah, I would more. There wasn't a single chicken breast left. No quedaba ni una sola pechuga. There wasn't a single. No hay ni un solo lápiz que me gusta. There isn't a single pencil. There isn't a single pencil in this cup that I like. Why? Because Marta doesn't sharpen the pencils. No le sacado punta a ninguna. Yeah. She says she's too busy. She says, ay, corazón de melón, es que estoy muy ocupada. Además, ¿qué más da? No las usas para escribir. Las usas para dejar tratado de hablar como una sevillana. All right, no me sale bien. All right, bueno, me sale bastante bien, ¿no? Okay. It's true, I don't use them for writing. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't matter, Marta. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference. In deep down, profundo abajo, sí, en el fondo me da lo mismo. Deep down, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter donde estoy. I've lost my place. No entendía ni una palabra, ni una sola palabra. I didn't understand a single word. Yeah, de Pepa. Pepa. Yeah, Pepa. Emperador. Anda, pez espada. Oh, sí, uno de Motril. Decía el menú del día. De primero tenemos sopa de cuarto de hora, huevos a la flamenca y pepa. Lo tercero que era Pepa. Welcome to Andalusia. All right, welcome to Andalusia. Okay, fine. So, shall we continue? It's the same. Los Cockney in London, hay varios barrios de Londres que hablan igual de edificio. All right. So, where are we? Él hablaba como si tuviera canicas en la boca. He talked as if he had marbles in his mouth. He talked. He talked as, enlazo fonéticamente, he talked as if, hablaba como si. He talked as if, como si. He talked as if he had, como si tenía, decimos en inglés, no tuviera. He talked as if he had marbles escrito. Marble también significa mármol. Esta mesa no está hecho de mármol. This table isn't made of marble. A marble statue. Estatua de mármol. A marble statue. David, Michelangelo, and the David and the Pietà. They are made of marble. But marbles, en plural, son canicas. Canicas, marbles. Has perdido las canicas. Has perdido tus canicas. Significa, te has vuelto loco. You lost your marbles. ¿Has perdido tus canicas? Okay. Yeah. ¿Estás loco? Okay. Have you lost your marbles? Yeah. It's common, eh? Es común esta expresión. Él hablaba como si tuviera. He talked as if he had marbles in his mouth. Le pedí que hablara más despacio. I asked him, otra vez el atajo fonético mío y de todos mis compatriotas, ingleses y americanos. I asked him to speak more slowly. Claro, en el primero digo talk, porque farfullaba. He talked as if he had marbles in his mouth. I asked him to speak more slowly. Excuse me, could you speak more slowly, please? No me hizo caso. He ignored me. Me ignoró. He ignored me. He didn't pay any attention to me. He ignored me. He didn't pay any attention to me. Both are perfect. All right. Me fui de la reunión. I left the meeting. Me marché. I left the meeting. Eres un caso perdido. You're a lost case. You're a lost... Uy, Marta. Page. I don't know the page. Translation list number 7. 334. Page 334. She's laughing at me. Page 334. Hay una errata, super errata además. Jesus Christ, can you believe this? Number 8. No me hizo caso, no. Siguiente, no. Eres un caso perdido. You're a lost case. En inglés dice, eres una causa perdida. Se le coló a mí o a alguien una U. No es causa, es casi. You're a lost case. Okay. So, if you have the book, go there. Don't worry, it's a typo. Typo es la palabra más corriente para errata. Un desliz, un despiste. It's a typo. Typo significa typographical error. You see, because many years ago, people had typewriters, máquinas de escribir. Y un error técnico, o sea, mecánico de typing, era un error tipográfico. Typographical error. Typographical error. Y decimos typo. Ay, a typo. Y usaba estas cosas para líquido, para... You remember? Oh, wow. But in any case, that's a typo. So we say typo. There's a typo. Eres un caso perdido. You're a lost case. Case. Tendremos que demostrárselo a ellos. Son varios. Tendremos que demostrárselo. We'll have to prove it to them. They don't believe us. Marta, they don't believe us? Bueno, well, we'll have to prove it to them. Se lo tendremos que demostrar. Con pruebas. Por eso dice prove. Demostrar. To demonstrate is enseñar mediante demostración. Mira, los libros se pueden abrir desde el principio, por aquí, o se pueden ir desde atrás. It's a demonstration. Bookmarkers, you place them in the book at the page. And you see, then you can close the book, you see, and you know to come back to the same place. You see? These are very important. It's a demonstration. I'm demonstrating the utility of a bookmarker. Ahora, demostrar con pruebas is to prove, o sea, probar. Sin embargo, en español, probar también es catar, y tiene otras cosas, y ensayar. O sea, probar es un verbo que abarca bastante en español. Pero to prove es demostrar con pruebas. So, se lo tendremos que demostrar. We'll have, a ellos, we'll have to prove it to them. We'll have to prove it to them. ¿Tienes una coartada? Toma. Do you have an alibi? Curiosa palabra. Escrito alibi con B de Barcelona. Alibi. 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 Se pronuncia alibi. An alibi. In all of the detective shows, y CSI, Miami, CSI, there's an alibi. What's your alibi? Well, what night? On Wednesday the 15th. In the evening of Wednesday the 15th. Oh, Wednesday the 15th. Let's see, where was I? I was in a discotheque. You were in a discotheque? Yeah, I was in a discotheque. A las 11 de la mañana, at 11 in the morning. I was cleaning the discotheque. Okay, that's my alibi. I have an alibi. Coartada. Curioso palabra en español también, coartada. All right? Coarta. Okay. Coartada. It's interesting. Languages are interesting. Do you have an alibi? Do you have an alibi? All right. Dirijo un servicio de información. Toma. I run a training service. It's true. Huh? Bueno, I used to run a training service. To run es correr, también es dirigir. ¿Quién dirige el cotarro aquí? Who runs the show? Marta runs the show here. Outside of the show, I run the show. I call the shots. I'm the boss. All right, to run. I run a training service. ¿Quién es el responsable? Who's in charge? No digas, por favor, the responsible. Eso no existe en inglés y suena rarísimo. ¿Quién es el responsable? Quiero hablar con el responsable. Si dices, I want to talk to the responsible, a lo mejor no te entienden. Responsible, escrito responsible en inglés, no responsable. Es un adjetivo. El encargado, el gerente, el manager, el responsable es, I want to speak to the manager. I want to speak to the person in charge. Yeah. ¿Quién está al mando? Who's in charge? In a restaurant, if you're speaking to the waiter, say, excuse me, I would like to speak to the manager, please. Se dice siempre manager in a restaurant. Si quiero el encargado, we say the manager. Quiero hablar con el encargado, por favor. Yes, you say to the waiter, excuse me, but I didn't order cogote de merluza. Pues sí. No, I'm sorry. I ordered huevos a la flamenca. No, no. Can I speak to the manager, please? All right. Sí, sí. Encargado. Sería el maître, a lo mejor, the head waiter. All right, who's in charge? Who's in charge es quien está al mando. Who's in charge? Fue una extraña casualidad. It was a strange, fíjate que no digo an strange. It was a strange casualidad. Casuality? No. It was a strange coincidence. Coincidencia. como en castellano también. It was a strange coincidence. Vaya casualidad. What a coincidence. It was a strange coincidence. Yes. Yes. Puedes contar conmigo. ¿Cómo se dice eso? Puedes contar conmigo, ¿eh? Cuenta conmigo. Puedes contar conmigo. Si dices you can count with me, como en español, sería puedes contarte conmigo y 1, 2, 3 contamos juntos. You can count on me. Don't worry. You can count on me. You can always count on me. Siempre puedes contar conmigo para echarte un cable cuando es necesario. You can always count on me. You can count on me to be here every day in front of that silly camera, in front of these bright lights, to teach you English. You can count on me. I'll never let you down. Jamás os decepcionaré. I'll never let you down. You can count on me, and tomorrow too.